Okay, so I've got this weird little setup so that I can see what I'm doing on camera to make sure that you can see everything. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna cry. This is the issue. Oh my gosh, dude. I'm gonna oh. Okay. Okay, bro. Yes, I got it. Okay. So I'm just gonna go through all the things that I will do, and I'll tell you what they work on. So for push-ups, there's a variety of push-ups you can do. You want to make sure though that when you do them, your arms aren't going out to the side like this. You want to turn your hands, like turn them, so then your elbows go back. And that'll build the most muscle and it won't damage your joints. And then with push-ups, the closer you get, or like the further apart your hands and feet are, the easier they are. So what you want to do is you want to move your hands lower if you can and do them like this. All that does is it puts more weight on them compared to like this, right? For your shoulders and back, there are these push-ups that are called pike push-ups. You're going to want to make sure that your elbows still go back, but you just go over your hands. You want to make like a right angle. And you want to make sure that you're going forward and down instead of just like that. I think that's about it for push-ups. For the closer your hands are together, the lower down the muscle works. So like if you do diamond push-ups with your hand like this, that's gonna work your triceps and your forearms. I'm not very good at those. But if you do them really wide, that's gonna work on your shoulders and back a lot. Like that, except my arms need to be going in. Like that. Sorry, I didn't think all this through. You're just gonna have to watch all of it. Oh yeah, last push-up thing is, these are just called protraction and retraction push-ups. It's the reason, because you can hold your shoulder down or you can lift it up, right? When you're lifting yourself up like, oh shoot, bro. Okay. When you're lifting yourself up like this, you need to be able to have your shoulders engaged. So the push-ups that you do for that are, you'll just go into the push-up position and raise and lower your shoulders. You should feel your shoulder blades like coming together. And it's also kind of a stretch back there. You'll just feel your shoulder blades push together. I really don't do as much core stuff, but when I do, it's just sit-ups. You want to try to keep your back straight if you can. Helps if you either put your feet under something, or like I'll put weights on my feet sometime. And that makes it so that you can actually fully engage the core instead of like having to like momentum up. And then for the core, I also do these. Just put your arms on the ground and lift your legs up. This works like your lower abs. And then there's just crunches, just basically like tiny sit-ups. You want to just make sure that your shoulder blades are getting totally off the ground. I prefer crunches to sit-ups. I think sit-ups engage your entire abdomen, but I prefer doing these for my lower abs, and then these for my upper abs. With the weights, what I do with the weights, there are a few different things. When I'm laying down, what I will do is either this, where they are out sideways, and I lift them up into like a C, or I'll turn them this way, so I'm just holding them in the direction of my arms, and then I'll go up and together. And both of, this one works your arms and chest and shoulders. This one mainly just works your chest. And I guess your upper arms as well. I do a mix of both. I think this has been the biggest, those two things have been the biggest contributor to my chest. And you just want to make sure that you're stretching your chest kind of apart, and then engaging it when you go up. You should kind of feel it in your back. With the weights, I will also do these, which is mainly your shoulders. And these can exhaust your shoulders super quick. These are your tricep right here. So you can put it behind your head and then just raise it up. I don't do those two as much though. Oh, and then also a really important one is my wrist that I've been doing. So that's just curling them in, then curling them out. That works your forearm, the muscles in your hand, and your wrist. It helps to build strength and flexibility. Along with tucking your finger in like this, and then bending it backwards. You'll feel the muscle engage like all the way up your arm, mainly in your forearm though. But you tuck your thumb in and then just rotate it in. You can hold it or you can do repetitions of them. What are we at? 7 minutes. Poor you. Planche stuff. So you don't just have to start out just lifting yourself up. Some things you can do to get there are lifting one leg up and supporting with the other leg, and you can just do either leg, and that'll kind of work both sides of your body. And then eventually you'll get to the point where you can probably do it a little bit, and then the more strength that you build, the higher you'll be able to lift yourself up, because you're also, if I have my upper body up straight and I try to do it, I don't have enough room. So the further you go down, the more weight you have to lift, but eventually you can get pretty low and lift yourself pretty high. I don't really practice those because it's mainly, I do push-ups and stuff to build those muscles, and then this is like the final product. But you can also just do this to build muscle. So that's called a tuck planche because you have your legs tucked in and you're planching, which is like lifting yourself up. There's also just a normal planche, which is basically like this, but your arms are closer in here and you're just like floating because your back legs are off the ground. You might have seen some people do it. I can sort of do it when I'm like bent down, but I'm cheating with my arms in my thing and I can't balance. You can also kind of practice like the full planche by doing like one leg, or seeing if you can like how much weight you can push forward because you're just balancing on your arms that are like diagonal. Squats, just a normal squat, I have my legs like shoulder width apart and I go all the way down and then all the way back up. So you want to be able to do these pretty well, and then eventually you can get to pistol squats. Actually, before you do pistol squats, you'll do pistol squat negatives, which all that means is you're not pushing up, you're just going down as slow as you can, and then standing back up. And then eventually, you'll be able to go down and up. Oh, this one takes a lot of balance. I suck at balance. And then there's also Flexi Guy. He can do these things called dragon squats, which I'm kind of working on. But what you do is you go down, and your upper body actually comes down to the floor, and your leg comes like behind you. And then you lift yourself back up. Sort of like, let me see if I can try to do one. But you'd go a lot lower for the full thing. I think that's about it. It's mainly push-ups. It's mainly push-ups. I think a lot of it is just push-ups. There's also some other stuff that you can do that's like more yoga. This is called crow pose, where you have your legs on your arms. I think that's more of a balance thing. I need to practice more balance things. And also, the way I've been doing, or trying to do handstands is, instead of doing my tuck planche start all the way down here, I start up here, and I do this, and then I go into my tuck planche, and then I lift myself up from there. So I'll be like right here, and then I'll just go forward and lift myself up. But I did stuff last night, and I cannot do any things. I'm exhausted. I think that's about everything. It's mainly all the different push-ups to work on your upper body. And then you can also use weights if you want. I'll let you know if I think of any other things. And if you want me to like make a list, I can also do that. But I just kind of like, I don't know, I don't actually structure my thing. I just do various muscles until I can't anymore, switch to a new one. And then if I have time, I'll go back to that first one. Oh wait, another important thing. Oh yeah, okay. When you are doing push-ups, you want to go till failure. That might be upside down. Hopefully I think it is actually. You want to go to failure if you can, which what that means is not just doing these till failure, but you're going to do these until you literally can't go anymore. You lift yourself up, do negatives again, which is when you just let yourself down slowly. And once you can't do those, do knee push-ups. And then once you can't do knee push-ups, do knee push-up negatives, which means just going down and then lifting yourself back up. And then letting yourself go down slowly and then getting back up. Okay, I think that's everything. Let me know if you have any questions.